I'm really aware that students in Hong Kong, are protesting China. Thailand's still under a dictatorship today. I hope people read this book to accompany their own process of political awakening. The novel is, I'm calling it a political epic. It's set in 1973 in Thailand, and 3 students radicalize. They start joining these political protests. Det is the main character, and he is nobility. He's the great-grandson of a king. But his best friend Chang, who's from the slum, and then his girlfriend Lek, who's Chinese Thai, she's a recent immigrant, they sort of radicalize him and they pull him into politics. One of them was this album of music called Songs for Life. It's by the band Caravan, and the main band members, they were student protesters, and they started composing songs that have to do with what they were agitating for, which is unions, fair prices at the market for rice, things like that. And they ended up being really anthems for the protests, and farmers sang them, students sang them. And so I found the album and I listened to it on repeat. It really helped me find the tone and the feeling for the book. The other thing that inspired my novel was a research trip that I took up to Puhin Rongkha. It has the remains of the communist encampments from that period. And so after the 1976 massacre, many of the students fled to the jungle and joined the communists. Also true, and what I gave to my characters, was that they went before the massacre, where they went for weapons training with the communists. I got to go up there and see the huts where the students and communists used to live. It helped me write about the jungle in a tactile way. And one of the forest rangers there, it turned out, served in the army at the time, and he fought against the communists, the radicals. He told me, though, that he had been about to join the radicals when he got conscripted into the army. And so that taught me a lot about how arbitrary it was, to some extent, which side you fought on. And he also took me on some of the old trails that the communists used, which was really cool. But we got super lost one day, and so we were just in the middle of the jungle, and he was chain smoking, trying to figure out which way to go. We were stuck there for quite a while. And then he said, oh, I think it's this way. And we walked, and we were probably 10 meters from the rice threshing wheel that we had been trying to find that whole time. So I put a lot of those experiences into the book. I almost fell into a pond, which I gave to one of my characters. It was just really helpful for me to write the sensory detail in that part of the novel. I have 2. There are a lot of books published by foreign men writing about Thailand. They want to explain Thai culture, Thai beaches, Thai women. I hope people coming to the country pick up this book, which is by a Thai person, and enjoy the fact that there are no foreigners in it. It's about Thai people figuring out which political system works for them. And my second expectation is, I'm really aware that students in Hong Kong, are protesting China. Thailand's still under a dictatorship today. I hope people read this book to accompany their own process of political awakening.